A generation ago, whether a woman gave birth safely or not depended entirely on where she was born and what the economic strata of her family is. But things are changing and changing for the better. And how do we know that? We know that with data and evidence, which comes from the National Family Health Survey. This survey is one of the largest and most comprehensive health surveys that India conducts. It's now in its 6th round and was released this year on the 29th of May. It covered over 6.79 lakh households across 715 districts in every state and union territory in the country. What was very interesting about the National Family Health Survey this time was that it was entirely digital and in real time. So let's get into it with Dr. Deepa Prasad today, who's going to help us unpack the NFHS-6. Follow us. Hello and a very warm welcome to our audiences and viewers joining us today. This is the second episode of Unpacking the National Family Health Survey 6. Today we have a very special guest with us, Dr. Deepa Prasad, who is the Chief of Programs at United Nations Population Fund in India, with a huge experience covering sexual and reproductive health and rights, gender, and also human rights, as well as youth and adolescents. Welcome, Dr. Deepa.
Thank you, Avani. It's a pleasure to be here.
My first question to you is that what the NFHS-6 data says is that hospital deliveries has quadrupled in just 30 years. That is an amazing feat. How did the public health system make that happen in India?
The increase in institutional delivery has been an outcome of not just one intervention. It's been a policy, vision, and continued investments that the government of India made for strengthening the health systems in India, improving the quality of care, and most importantly, bringing in the community engagement.
Right.
So if we look at what has transformed the way women came to institutions for delivery, is first and foremost is the conditional cash transfer, or the Janani Suraksha Yojana. This was definitely a turning point in India's public health system, and it was very attractive. But that by itself did not ensure that women came to the hospitals. That's where they brought in the community engagement through the Ashas. Asha is a trusted member from the village who becomes a bridge between the women and the hospital. And her presence made a lot of difference. Women had the courage, families had the trust that women could go to the hospitals for delivery. What happened then was, women continued to come into the health facilities, but the out-of-pocket expenditures remained high. And to address this, the government of India came up with another program called the Janani Shishu Suraksha Yojana, which was aimed at making sure that there was a financial protection and women and households did not have to spend for institutional deliveries. They were provided with free medicines and consumables. In case they needed blood, free blood was made sure it was available, free drugs and diagnostics, and most importantly it was the transport. I think all of this played a significant role in increasing the number of women coming into the facilities. Over and above, what we are now seeing is an emphasis on quality of care and respectful maternity care. So we've seen increase in institutional delivery from nearly 39% to about 90% now. And this has dramatically reduced the maternal mortality in India. So I think it is sustained investments, health system strengthening, and the community engagement which has made all the difference.
Wonderful, Dr. Deepa, and this is so commendable that, the quadruple figure is something that, we all should be extremely proud of. So Dr. Deepa, on to question number 2. So the NFHS-6 shows real tangible progress, across many indicators. But I want to ask you, what does this mean particularly for the women and girls of India?
So, what we are seeing is a significant progress in the lives of girls and women, particularly in education, health, and in their empowerment. Now we see more girls staying in school for longer. As per the NFHS-6, the responses, what we've seen is that girls staying in school for nearly 10 years is nearly 50%, which used to be around 40% as per the last NFHS. Menstrual hygiene has improved significantly. Nearly 80% of the girls or young women use hygienic products. We are also seeing a decline in child marriage from 23 to 20%. However, we know that millions of girls are still entering marriage at a very young age. Additionally, we've also seen a significant improvement in reproductive health. Institutional deliveries have improved significantly. Women are making choices in terms of how many children they want and when they want to have. Family planning is a success story in India. Besides this, what we are also seeing is a significant improvement in financial inclusion and empowerment. Nearly 90% of women in India have a bank account now, and as many of them also participate in household decisions.
Right.
We are also seeing a slow and gradual increase in the proportion of women either owning or co-owning land or house. And the number of women girls and women who now have a mobile phone is nearly 2/3. All of this is opening a window of opportunities, information and services.
Right.
Which is an absolutely a success story in India. But there are also certain areas where we need to make very good progress. One of which I want to flag here is the double burden of malnutrition. What we are seeing is undernutrition persists, and at the same time we are seeing an increase in obesity and overweight. This is giving rise to a significant increase in non-communicable diseases, particularly diabetes and hypertension. And this signals a major public health challenge for India, particularly that's going to affect women. What we also know is social norms are a major issue in India. The spousal violence, we are seeing a decline. However, it's quite a lot. A significant number of women in marriage face some kind of violence. So social norms, safety, child marriage, all of this continue to plague women's life. I think that's something which we all need to collectively work in addressing.
Sure. No, thank you, Dr. Deepa. I mean, so easy for, the way you've unpacked it, that there's so much progress, of course, with respect to women and girls, but there's also a lot to be done. And of course, all of our organizations, across India are working towards this goal. So yeah, thank you so much for answering that, in the best way possible, so succinctly. So thank you again. But before we end, I have another very important segment that I would like to play with you for our audiences, which is called Unpack the Acronym Now. So the development sector viewers has a lot of acronyms, and today I'm going to test Dr. Deepa's knowledge about how well she knows, the acronyms that we use very regularly and frequently in the United Nations. So are you ready?
I hope I'll try.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1. SRHR.
Sexual Reproductive Health and Rights.
ICPD.
International Conference on Population and Development.
UNFPA.
United Nations Population Fund.
Very good. So that's a 3 on 3. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wonderful. What an episode, everybody. What an episode. And thank you so much to Dr. Deepa once again for those wonderful insights. Bye, everyone. And remember to follow at UNFPA India on Instagram,
Facebook,
X,
and YouTube.